there's something I've been meaning to tell you all. There ain't no laws. There's none. There's no laws. In our country, or when you're drinking claws. This week, on Drink Up Cocktails. Okay, so this week we're going to do dressed up versions of White Claws, or Bon and Viv, or, God bless, Bud Seltzer Strawberry, whatever you have. If it's languishing in the back of your fridge or that cooler you put in your car before quarantine, bring it out, get it cold. We're gonna make a great cocktail with it. So here's what you're gonna need. The flavors that I'm using today are mango, pink grapefruit or ruby grapefruit, and black cherry. You could, if you really wanted, we have an assortment of Bon and Viv and White Claw right now. You could use whatever brand you want. I would say any sort of like tropical or citrus will stand in totally fine for the mango or the grapefruit. Anything a little sweeter, like a not sweeter because there's no sugar, but like berry flavored, like blueberry or black cherry, strawberry coconut, whatever you have, that'll stand in really well for the black cherry. Or just follow my instructions. Up to you. So, if you're going to do the more tropical or citrus cocktail, it's going to be a take on a skinny marg, which, is problematic because why are we anthropomorphizing drinks and why does it matter if a drink is skinny? But essentially all that means is there's less sugar. So we're not making a full sour mix, which incidentally is sweet. We're just doing a version of it mixed with these delightful, unsweetened spiked seltzers. For the more berry-forward flavors, we're going to be doing a whiskey or rye drink. So you can use bourbon, whiskey, rye. You could use rum if you wanted. If you really want to freestyle, you know what's going on, you can do that. So here's what you're going to do. We're using tequila for these. Rye for these, we're going to start with the tequila. So first step, because obviously these cans are full, you're going to have to drink half of it. You're going to have to drink half of it on its own. You can pour it into a glass. If it's grapefruit, the worst flavor, in my opinion. Or you can just drink it if it's mango and it's delicious. Great. So now, oh gosh, we have about half of a can. That'll give you ample room for what we're putting in it. So we're going to put half the amount of liquor that you would normally put in a mixed drink. So we're going to put 1 ounce. Why is that? Because there's already 5% alcohol in this fizz. Also because I only had 1 ounce of tequila. And you're going to put this into a shaker with ice. Totally fine. Now you're going to add half an ounce of simple syrup. You'll notice that this is clear, simple syrup. It's just because the drink is clear, and I think one of the big benefits of spiked seltzer is when you spill it, no one can tell. So we're going to try to stick with clear, obviously not with the whiskey, but with everything else as much as possible. So we're going to do half a shot glass or half an ounce of simple syrup and then half of a lime. So really it's just a game of halves. Half a can of spiked seltzer, 1 shot of liquor instead of 2 like you would normally do, half an ounce of simple syrup, and 1/2 of a lime. Now, I'm also going to put in 2 pieces of jalapeno because I think it's fun and it's spicy. And if you wanted to infuse tequila with that, you can do that too. But we're just going to put it in the drink. So, we're going to shake that until it's nice and cold. Obviously, don't touch your eyes. I mean, don't touch your face at all because, COVID-19. But especially don't touch your eyes after you cut jalapenos. Also, don't try to talk over when you're shaking things. But, here we are. So don't touch your eyes, don't talk over shaking things. So clearly, this is nice and cold. We're going to gracefully pour this back into the can. It might foam a little, you may have to wait a sec, let the foaming go down. You could also pour this in a glass, but you have a can right here. Why bring extra glasses to the beach or your living room? You know what I mean? Now we have Tajin, which is a delight. It's a Spicy seasoning. It's some dried lime, some citric acid, some chili pepper, all that kind of stuff. You would normally put this on the rim of a glass of something like a margarita or a spicy margarita, or they're the same thing. They're just different flavors. We're just going to sprinkle a little on the side of the can. You don't want to put it on the lip where you would drink because obviously that would go in the glass. And this, my friends, is your margarita. Or skinny marg, if Bethany Frankel hasn't, trademarked that. And you can do the same thing with the grapefruit. I've heard it's great. If you've been watching this for a while, you know that I hate grapefruit. So that's just going to go over here because I don't want to look at it anymore. If you wanted to put extra jalapeños in the can, you can do that. It's going to make it hard to recycle, but, you do you. So that one's done. Now, round 2. Here we go. So, once again, because, again, we're all in our homes and this is safe for me to do. I'm so sorry, Mom and Dad. I hope you're proud of me. You gotta drink half of it. Here we go. To remind you, any flavor would work here, like a black cherry, any sort of stone fruit flavor, any berry. You could pretty much do any flavor, but I think those are going to be the best. So, bottoms up. Oh God, I knew I went to state school for a reason. So, excuse me. For this, you're going to need, obviously, whiskey, bourbon, or rye, because that's right there. You're going to need some simple syrup. Again, we're going with clear because if you're going to drink a clear drink, might as well reap the benefits of not staining your clothes or your carpets, and half a lemon. So what we're going to do here is follow a very similar formula. We're going to do 1 ounce, in this case of rye, because it's what we had on hand, into the shaker, and then half an ounce of simple syrup, or half a shot glass. You could use grenadine instead if that's lingering through your bar, just with a whisper of Shirley Temples of the past. You do you. And then half a lemon. So then we put the lid on, we shake it up. Now, I know one of the benefits of spiked seltzer is that there's no sugar added, even though it is fermented cane sugar. But there's no added sugar. But what I like to do on drinks like this, because again, we're dressing the can, it's the official statement. If it were up to me, I would put a bow on it, or, spikes or something. But we're trying to make it a more exciting drink. So what I would do to garnish this one, so you pour in your mixture back in the can. Okay. And then I would take a little brown sugar, put that on the side of the can, and just get a little bonus when you go to take a sip. Just like a little garnish. And if you wanted to put some extra lemon in that can, you can too. Again, if you're recycling it, you want to dump it out or figure out a way to fix that. And that, my friends, are 3 of my favorite ways to dress up your spiked seltzer. There are no laws, so you, again, can do whatever you want. But these are just some recommendations from us here at Drink Up Cocktails. So drink up. I don't know which of these to drink first, so wish me luck. See you next week, friends. Oh, that was a bad idea. There's too many. If you liked what you saw today, or it just makes you extremely angry, please like and subscribe right there. Right there. Right there. Thanks.